as badly as this guy. The pit boss, the closest thing we have to a ref, comes over and checks the battleship's eyes and breathing. He waves his hand in a circle, signaling that the guy's alive, but he's not getting up. A couple of the boss's flunkies come over and haul the guy off the fighting floor like a pile of bad meat. I don't see where they take him. Supposedly there's a volunteer doctor down here, but I've never seen him. The fighting pit is really an empty swimming pool in the old-school gym. I climb the few steps up to ground level. Guys pat me on the back and call me killer, tell me what a champ I am. Who fucking cares? All I know is Trotsky is out of my head, and I can look at the gym lights without running into the dark like a bug. Part of the gym roof is down. The floor is warped in places, collapsed in others. Filthy clothes and food cans lie scattered around the walls. The place must have been a homeless crash pad before the amateur brawlers took over. For all I know, one of the other fighters owns the property. I've seen some flash shirts and designer shoes around the pit during the fights. Maybe here's the real estate agent for his family's property. What would Daddy and his money think if they knew what Junior was up to? As I put my shirt and boots back on, the pit boss comes over. He's an older guy with a few scars of his own. He has one cauliflower ear and nicotine-yellow teeth. I never did learn his name. He stands there a minute, waiting for me to say something. When I don't, he starts in. "You ever fight professionally?" "Nope." "You interested?" "Nope." I touch the heel of my hand to my eye. It comes back with a streak of blood and the cut hurts from the salt in my sweat. "There's good money in it," continues the pit boss. "I have connections. I could put you in the ring tomorrow. Strictly underground, you understand? $1,000 in your pocket guaranteed. More if you win." I pick up a piece of broken glass from the floor and check my reflection. I heal fast and the cut is already beginning to close, but I'll have a bruise until morning. The pit boss is still standing there. I want him to go away before he sees me heal too quickly for an ordinary person. I turn around and give him a friendly half-smile. "Let me think about it." "Sure," he says. "We can talk about it next time. You can sure handle yourself out there, and, if you don't mind me saying so, you look like you could use some walking around money." "You think so?" He comes closer and speaks quietly. "I know an ex-con when I see one. From your clothes, I'm guessing with your record you can't get a decent job. I understand. I've been there. I can help." I look at my coat and boots. I'm not a fashion plate, but what the hell about them says con? Or is it just me? Probably me. Glancing at my crooked fairy godfather, I say, "Thanks. I'll talk to you next time." He claps me on the back and shakes my hand. "Tomorrow?" he says, anxious enough that it's annoying. "I'm not sure. It depends on when I can get out." "I understand. I have an old lady, too. Well, you know where to find us. See you soon." He bobs his head and goes back to the fight pit, where men are stripping off shirts and shoes for the next bout. I have an old lady, too? Is that the kind of vibe I'm giving off? An ex-con with a shrew at home checking my breath for booze and my wallet for what little pay I can scrounge? I picture Candy, the very opposite of all that, and feel like more of a heel than ever. I can't keep this up. I hate lying and I hate these people. But this regular life. Sometimes it makes me want to cut my throat and head down to hell forever. At least I understand the rules down there. But I'm not the suicide type, especially knowing how it would hurt the few people I care about. I grab my ex-con coat and head out. When I get back to the Catalina, I check under the seat for the Angel's box. It's right where I left it. I look at it again, open it, take out the vial and shake it. Black milk. It sounds charming. What every good boy and girl needs for a growing body. I put it back and slip the box back under the seat. The cut over my eye has stopped hurting. I run a finger over it and don't find any blood. That's good news, at least. I start the car and head back into Hollywood. I need a drink to wash the taste of cheap lies out of my mouth.